putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Look, I know everybody wants to talk about Kaepernick, Citizen of the Year, whatever. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to a lot of stuff here. We're going to get to Keurig. We're going to get to Planned Parenthood. We're going to ask questions about George Bush. I'm going to talk to you about things that Trump did that other presidents didn't do and get your opinion about that. We're going to talk about Trump's, how do I describe it? Caesar returning, Maximus returning from battle into the Roman, that big street, Camino Real, marching up there with his troops, victorious. That's what the Trump trip to Asia represented, victory. President Trump's making all kinds of new announcements about what came out of that trip. And I'll tell you something else that's due to happen. Hillary Clinton's due to get a special counsel put onto her and all her trickery. So we got a lot to talk about. But before we get to that, I want to talk about this woman who got fired because she flipped off the president's motorcade. Yeah, see, leftists didn't get the memo. Obama left the White House. They're no longer in charge of the nation's capital, and the swamp is being drained. That smell is swamp creature excrement. That's what it is. But a few of the D.C. denizens continue living on the leftist muscle memory as though Obama's still in office, and they don't understand the muscle atrophies and has begun to stink. It's getting gangrene. Huffington Post reported this. The picture, snapped by a White House photographer traveling with the president as he left his golf course in Sterling, Virginia, went viral almost immediately. News outlets picked up on the story when it appeared in a White House pool report. Late night talk show host told jokes about the encounter, and people on social media began hailing the identified woman as a shero, using the hashtag #her2020. This is a woman who's on a bicycle or jogging, I can't remember which, and as the presidential motorcade goes by, she's flipping it off. The reporters catch it. Late night comedians. She's so funny. Oh man, she's funny. Look at her. She's crazy. Oh, she's so funny. Can you imagine if somebody flipped off Obama? What would happen? Ooh, I got you. You want to know why? Because that's what happened to her. The woman's name is Julie Briskman. Her employer, government contractor Akima, wasn't so happy about the photo, and they fired her over it. Yeah. See, this is the thing. In the old days, this is why I keep telling you, things are changing. You've got mixed emotions. You don't know what to think. You were thinking all along, she got promoted, this woman. Now, don't misunderstand me. There's more to the story. But what I'm telling you is when her employer found out she did it, and it circulated through and people went, wait a minute, that looks like Julie. That's Julie Briskman. Bang, you're out of here. Get up, pack your crap. Security, get her out of here. Yeah, feeling good. I don't know about you. I'm feeling good. In a Saturday interview with the Huffington Post, Briskman, a 50-year-old mother of two, said she was stunned that someone had taken a picture of her giving Trump the middle finger. Shocking to Briskman that photographers follow a presidential motorcade, and leftists think they're so smart. As much as I couldn't stand the policies of Barack Obama, when I saw his motorcade while I was in D.C., that was the longest motorcade I think I've ever seen in my life. All I did was watch. So did thousands of people in the Tea Party community who happened to be in D.C. We were all there for a rally, and we watched, and I didn't see a single person disrespect the motorcade. We looked with disdain. We looked with, how is it possible that inside of one of those protected vehicles sits the most undeserving man, the most unqualified person to ever hold that office? That's what I thought. But I didn't have one single instinct to flip off the motorcade. I can tell you this. People would say to me, Kevin, you got to respect the office of the president. I would say, I don't have to respect anything. But even in my lack of respect for Barack Obama and my non-caring about his occupying the office of the presidency, it didn't even cross my mind to flip him off. I didn't care. Look, and I got asked this question by Abbie Hoffman. She says, Kevin, you don't like the president, do you? And I go, President Obama, do you? And I go, I have nothing against this man. Nothing. If you're asking me, as a person, I don't dislike him. I don't like him, and I don't dislike him. He's just in the middle to me. If you ask me about his policies, I can't stand his policies. If you ask me about him as a person, I don't like him as a person because I don't find him to be a genuine individual. I don't find him to be warm. I don't find him to be encouraging. I don't find him to be a type of person that I would normally hang around. But I don't like him or dislike him. If there are people that like that kind of dude, have him in your life. I don't want him. That doesn't mean I hate him. I wouldn't flip him off. Yeah, I told you guys, if I was invited as a sports team to go to the White House and Obama was the president, I'd go. If I was invited as a military person to go get a medal from Obama, I wouldn't go. I don't have that kind of respect for him. Doesn't mean I dislike him. Just means I don't like him. You get what I'm saying? I can be middle of the road. I'm right down the middle. And I mean that sincerely. So anyway, this woman does that. She disrespects him. And the article continues. Here's what they say. As the photos circulated online, Briskman decided to tell Akima's HR department what was happening when she went to work on Monday. By Tuesday, her bosses called her into a meeting and said she had violated the company's social media policy by using the photo as her profile picture on Twitter and Facebook. They said, we're separating from you, said Briskman. Basically, you cannot have lewd or obscene things in your social media. So they were flipping him off obscene. Now, I tell you guys all the time, times are changing. There may have been a time when this anti-American, Trump-hating, self-loathing leftist could have received an award for what she did. But that time's passed. And instead, Briskman was rightfully fired. Pardon the pun. She worked in marketing and communications for Acima for over 6 months, representing government. She emphasized to the executives that she wasn't on the job when the incident occurred and that her social media pages don't mention her employer. They told her because Acima is a government contractor, the photo could hurt their business. I'm going to get to more of this later in the broadcast, so you guys stick with me. Let me ask you this. How many conservatives do you know have been fired for social media? No reference to what they do on their websites, whatever. Lots of them. Lots of them. During the era of Obama, when you interviewed for jobs, they looked at your social media to determine if they wanted to hire you. But some of the most mean-spirited, downright evil comments are said about conservatives on leftist social media. They will talk about us till they're blue in the face without repercussion. But as we learned from Colin Kaepernick, folks, things have changed. This man finds himself out of a lucrative job doing something he loves because he dare criticize America. He dare take that knee. Oh, he's Citizen of the Year. Yeah, we'll talk more about him being Citizen of the Year in a bit. Well, good luck with that. Let me just tell you, folks, these people are learning a lesson. D-list celebrity, Kathy Griffin. You seen her in anything lately? She looked like a skinny version of Andy Dick. I don't know if you know who that comedian is, but that's what she looked like when I saw her recently, and she is in bad shape. Alyssa Milano, outspoken critic of President Trump. Where is she? Broke? The litany of other anti-Trumpers. Look at their futures. Look at their present prospects and tell me these people are doing well. Unbelievable. Anyway, she said, this girl asked, how is this any less obscene than me flipping off the president? How's that fair? Good question. Briskman's going to continue to search for answers while she's unemployed. And I hope this gesture follows her in the next job search. I hope the next group of people say, oh, you're the girl that flipped off President Obama. No, I'm sorry. We can't hire you. We're a government subcontractor or whatever. See, folks, things are changing. And today we're going to talk about the new America. It actually resembles the old America.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.